Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we got the trail cams, new batteries in both of these right here. So we're gonna be throwing this one up right here on this tree, and then we're gonna be putting some of this bait out. This is an assortment of just some like molasses stuff, as y'all can see. We got some fruit in here too, a little bit of pears, and then these oranges. And then at the very bottom down here, we got some of this deer corn down here at the bottom. It's apple scented, so that should bring them in. All right, so now we got our mount here, a little screw on the bottom of the trail cam. We're just gonna thread it on there. Get it real tight on there too. Don't want to get it super tight, but probably right there. And you thread that little wing nut up, and that camera's ready to go. All right, so you just saw we put up that camera, so now we're gonna bait it. And for this camera, we're gonna go try to find that little game trail in the woods and put it up so we can try to see him coming in. So now for this bait, we got some little grass coming in. There should be a little circle around it. Just like that. And in here, we got the little pears, some oranges. You can see a little bit more of that. So now let's go put this camera in the woods. Alright, so this right here is the food plot we planted in winter. As you can see, it's not doing too much. There's a little bit of green, but not as much as I was hoping for. And I'm not sure really what happened to it. I don't know if it got too cold. We planted it a little too late, but this is how it's looking. And so for spring, we probably are going to come back down here, plant just some deer grass like we have on the channel before. And that little stretch we were filming earlier in the video, we're going to plant some there too. So we'll probably go down here, just find a little game trail, put this camera up, and see if we can get them walking into the bait pile. Alright, so we just found this little tree right here. This is good for the camera. And then we got like this little zigzag trail, as y'all can kind of see, maybe not on camera. So we got this tree right here, and it looks like something's been clawing on it, which I don't know what that would be. So we're gonna get this camera thrown up and shot right down through that trail right there. See if we can get us something coming to the food pile. Go ahead and get this Wild Game Innovations camera thrown up. As simple as that. And so we kind of want to give it a little lean. So let's let some slack out there. Get one of these sticks. That one right there will be fine. And then cinch that line up. And right there, that gives that camera a little bit of a lean so it can look a little more towards the ground. All right, so now we're gonna get these cameras turned on. We're gonna leave, we're gonna come back in about a week or so, and we're gonna see what we got. So I'll see y'all then. All right, so last time you see me, it was about like 4 days ago, and it was 70 degrees, and now, as you can see, it's no longer 70 degrees. It's like 23, feels like 18. And we got a little bit of corn here. We're gonna throw some more. I don't know how much action we're gonna get, since it is cold like this. So we're just gonna sprinkle it out. Pretty bright in the snow and everything. Which is not a ton of snow, but it is pretty cold for last week pretty much being 70 degrees. And I already checked the cameras. There's just a couple clips of some raccoons on there, so there ain't too much on there. So I'll see y'all in about a week or so, see if we have something on the cameras. All right, we're back down here. It's about a week later since that last clip, and as y'all see, there's no more snow on the ground. It's a little bit warmer out here, probably about 77. And so, as you can see, all this corn and stuff we threw down, there was still a little bit, but it's all gone. As y'all can see, it's all like crunched up. So we got this little mini bucket full of this molasses feed. And this is gonna be the last day that we do the feeding, so we're just gonna throw all this out here. Make a little pile so we can get us a bear. There we go, right there, got a little line of it right across from the trail cam. So I'll see y'all about 2 days, see if we got anything. All right, so the next day we're down here again. As you can see, some of the food's still here. It's been tore up, but I'm guessing it's probably not a bear because all this would be gone if it was. So now we're gonna get the SD cards, check the camera, see if they're still up, because maybe the bears did come and got the one far down in the woods. So now let's go over here to the camera. All right, so this camera's still up. We're gonna pull the SD card out of it. There it is right there. So now let's go find the other camera. Alright, so here's the other camera right here. It looks like there's been like some bark chewed on it. It's weird. Let's go ahead and pop this SD card out. Alright, so there we go. We got both SD cards, so let's go react to them. Alright, so we got the footage right here pulled up on my phone. And this SD card is the one that we put a little bit farther down in the woods. So let's go ahead and check out what's on there. And so we only had one real footage. The other ones were like the trees shaking and everything. So here it is. Go ahead and watch it a little bit. So that's all we really got was that bird. I'll go ahead and rewind. It's just that little bird. I'm going to try to pause on the bird. But that's the only thing we got was a bird checking out the camera. And so I guess those little trails we seen weren't really game trails. I'm not sure what they were. Alright, so we got the other SD card pulled up right here as y'all can see. And so right here we only have 9. And it does say I watched them because I go through and make sure like there's no blank clips or anything. So let's start on the top one right here. Looks like there's some bigger raccoons. There's 3 of them. Those are pretty big, which those could be the babies. Because I know there was some babies walking around. It was 3 babies and then a mom. Alright, so now, second clip. It looks like there's just one of them. So he's just down there at the bottom. Go ahead and go this third clip. Looks like they're back again. It's just 3 big coons. Around the same time too. Which I mean, you don't really get too much action from the coons because they just sit there and eat. They don't do nothing funny unless it's babies and they're like play fighting or whatever. But that's pretty much all you're gonna get from them. Alright, so now here's a daytime clip. Oh, down there in the bottom there's a bird in the corn pile. Looks like a little bluebird. So that's all of that one. So now let's go to the other clip. Looks like the raccoons are back. I've seen 2, but now I just see 1 down there in the very bottom. Which they're not really doing too much. Alright, let's go to the next clip. It looks like another daytime clip. There's a squirrel in like the mid right, and there's that little bluebird again, which is a different day, so that bluebird likes the corn. Alright, also now let's check out this other one. Looks like they're back again. Oh, he was running to the corn. It looks like there's just 3 again, so I guess that is a group of 3. They're bigger raccoons too. This is the 27th. I've seen them the 24th with the last clip. Yeah, they don't do too much. Alright, so now here's another clip. Looks like it's just 1 left now. He's just sitting down there eating still. But y'all saw everything we threw out. It was quite a bit of stuff. Doesn't look like we got any bears, which, as y'all seen in that last clip, it was snowing, so I mean, you don't really expect bears to be out in the snow. Which around here, they don't really hibernate. They're kind of just out like all winter. Alright, here's another daytime clip. That's 4 squirrels just in the pile, as y'all can see. They're all like grouped up. I'm gonna click on that one again. Oh, he's running to it. Oh, yeah, there's 4. 4 in that little bluebird again, as y'all can see in the middle right. He's just sitting there. I'm gonna play it again. But that's 4 squirrels. They just love that corn. Y'all can see the pile's almost gone too. And it says this was 3/3, so March 3rd. Alright, so that is it for the videos. And so I got some pictures, so let's look at those next. Alright, so we just got the pictures pulled up. It's 7 o'clock. There's some raccoons. 3 of them. Here they are again. Now there's just 2 of them. Now there's just 1. They keep like going off. Guess they're getting their bellies full. That one is sticking around though. But y'all can see the pile. It really was getting kind of low. Oh, okay, there's 4 of them now. Y'all can see. So that may be the mama and the babies, and then the babies just grew up. Which, I mean, it would be around the right time that they got pretty much as big as mom. Y'all can see. Y'all can't even tell which one's mom now. So now there's just 3 of them. There's 2 in the pile. There's just 1 again. There's just 1. Daytime footage is a little squirrel. Which the squirrels love that corn pile. I see him down there all the time. There he is again, just sitting there. Which he'll stay there for hours. I even seen a bunch of holes like around the little pile, and I think it's just him taking some corn and burying it. So there's another nighttime footage. Just a little raccoon. Here's another one. Same thing. Here's another one. It looks like there's 2 squirrels now. Here's another nighttime footage. Red little coon. Another one. Now here's 3 squirrels, maybe 4. That might be 2 grouped up right there, I'm not sure. There's 3 squirrels again. Another nighttime footage of that raccoon. And then the last one we got right here, it's another raccoon. So I mean, that's all we really got was squirrels, bluebird, raccoons. I would have liked if we got maybe some deer, some bear, even the occasional coyote like we have before. But that is going to be the end of this footage. So if you liked it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here and want to see more stuff like this. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace, y'all.